So plays on court with our umpire and service judge. OKUHARA has a 4-love lead in the head-to-heads here, most recently at the Thai Open in straight games. But the way Beiwen and ZHANG played yesterday, Steve, in terms of knocking out the 4th-seeded Korean, you maybe think she'll give her maybe a better game today.
Yeah, she looked rather fresh physically, ZHANG Beiwen. I think she's going to struggle. She's never beaten OKUHARA, and I predicted in China that she was going to win later this fall. Didn't expect it to be so quick here, but I think she's the favorite.
So let's give you some stats then about Nozomi OKUHARA, who's ranked 8th in the world now. So we look at Beiwen and ZHANG, ranked 12, as you can see. 9th is her highest ranking. Born in China, she moved to Singapore when she was 13, then on to the States, where she trained in Vegas. Big result this year was beating Sidhu to win the Indian Open, and she was runner-up in the US Open as well on home soil in Fullerton in California. And that's her path to this final. Just one match where she's had to play 3 games. Easy win against Kirsty Gilmore of Scotland in the quarterfinals, and then took care of Sung Ji-hyun yesterday.
She's playing in the Danish Badminton League, ZHANG Beiwen, and the funny thing is she plays in the same club as Kirsty Gilmore, who she played in the quarterfinal.
It was Herman Amir in the umpire's chair, and Kang Sun-young from Korea. He's the service judge for this one. OKUHARA, who's an Olympic medalist, bronze 2016 in Rio, won a Japanese national title at 16, youngest women's singles champion. That was back in 2011. Thai Open champion this year. So we've got 2 pretty decorated women on court here for this final.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Debbie from USA, and on my left, Nozomi OKUHARA, Japan.
So Beiwen and ZHANG's going to get this women's singles final underway. Exactly the same prize money on offer as for the men's singles final. Nice setup there from OKUHARA. Got to be careful here. Beiwen ZHANG doesn't want to let Japanese off to a storming start. Amazing how quickly can accumulate points in those kind of short rallies. That's 4-0, 4-love.
Yeah, it was ZHANG Beiwen who won the coin toss, and she elected to start on the far side of the court, which is, with the playing conditions that we've had most of the week, the worst side in women's singles. It's simply difficult to get the correct length on the shots. The shots are a bit slow, so even though you're playing with the drift, as OKUHARA is doing at the moment, she can still control her shots to the back line of ZHANG Beiwen, and she'll have help in killing her attack. So I think there's a real good chance that OKUHARA is taking this first game, and then we'll see what happens.
Just wide. She's challenged it, but it looked clearly wide from where we were. We got good eyes, haven't we?
Yeah. Maybe the clearly was a bit overdoing it. It looked wide.
Well, a good competitive rally, but OKUHARA still hasn't won a point in this opening game. That is psychologically a worry, even if, as you say, she's going to have the better end in the next game. That'll make her feel a bit better. Not many players quicker around the court than Nozomi OKUHARA.
No, it's very few.
That was in by a country mile. Complete miscalculation by the Japanese. But still in control of this opening game. So difficult when it's coming at the body like that. And an 11-4 lead for OKUHARA as they go to the 1 minute interval. She's been in complete control right from the start.
Singles coach.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Koreans, but in Japan. No coach for ZHANG Beiwen, as we also saw yesterday, taking care of business herself.
Well, it's cheaper.
It's definitely cheaper.
So 11-4.
I think she had a coach though at the World Championships. It was the first time she was eligible to participate in the World Championships this year. ZHANG Beiwen.
I know we discussed it briefly yesterday, Steve, in terms of the role of the coach in the intervals in between games, but I'm curious how much of it is tactical and how much of it is psychological, in the sense of trying to instill self-belief into
It's
your
a
play.
mixture. It's a feeling from time to time. What's the problem? If it's a very important match, it could very well be some psychological matters.
14-4.
There's quite a checklist to go through actually in terms of what style you should be coaching.
And obviously the player's got to have pretty much complete trust in the coach. Otherwise,
yeah, that's important, and that can easily be lost if you get one or two things wrong. Sometimes the drift change, and it can be hard to spot from the coach's chair. Players feel something different on court. It's going wide.
well, on the line, according to the line judge there. New challenge.
I would like to see the second opinion on that one. I think it could have gone wide.
Great defence from OKUHARA.
Excellent play.
Yeah, wouldn't be denied in the end. Perfect angle on that backhand.
Quite a height and reach advantage in favour of ZHANG Beiwen.
Yeah, 5-6 the American, 5-1 OKUHARA.
Could be important. I think attack is a key thing in this match if you can. I mean, you know that OKUHARA, she has sort of limited possibilities in the attack due to a short reach. But I think we'll see ZHANG Beiwen go on the attack in the second game.
Missed that. And that's the value of the excellent get, just to make your opponent play an extra shot and make the error.
And she gets so much back. OKUHARA.
dropped in. So here are 10 game points after only 12 minutes of action here in this women's final. Dominated thus far by Nozomi OKUHARA. .21.10 it is. And even though, as you say, Steen, you reckon the advantage is playing from the end that she'll be playing at in the second game, but when you just lost 21-10 in 12 minutes, there's got to be some kind of psychological effect to that.
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Because she knew what she was doing. She knew that it was going to be difficult and it was going to be too hard doing it from the beginning of the match. So I think it's according to plan.
So you're making it sound almost like not a concession, but almost an expectation that she was going to find it very tough that day.
Yeah, it was. We've seen it mostly with some of the Chinese players. I particularly noticed Chen Jin, the former world champion in men's singles, where he was sort of like, if he started on the worst side of the court, he didn't really play, he didn't use a lot of energy with that first game because it was going to be too tough and he was probably going to lose it anyway. So in the second game he was warm and ready, and he very often won that, and then in the first part of the third game he worked like a maniac on the poor side of the court, and it often came as a surprise to the opponents, but it was just the best strategy to get through the match. So the danger of it is, of course, if you don't really get your game going here from the beginning in the second game. But she was the underdog in this match, and this was her chance. I think we'll see OKUHARA go for much more for winning the second game on this far side of the court, that she won't freely play a decider against ZHANG Beiwen, where ZHANG finishes on this near side of the court.
Well, that's a good start. See whether the pattern of this second game is completely different to the first, as you suggest it might be. At least that's the plan from the Americans' point of view.
That's really concerning when you... Oh no, that's me who's got it all wrong, because she's playing with the drift.
It's long again. I just think, try and change the momentum of the match is tough.
It is tough, and especially playing those two shots long in the corner that we've seen her do is worrying, because what has happened on the this particular shot, is that a little bit faster than the others? That's a sort of discussion you can have with yourself.
Well, if you give her chances like that, drift or no drift, you're going to be in trouble. Nowhere near enough depth, and put away with consummate ease by the Japanese.
No, and the plan was, I guess, when she got over on this near side of the court, to get in control of the rallies, and that has not been the case for a couple of them. And the thing is that she's had a whole tournament practicing playing on that far side of the court, getting the correct length on her pushes and neutralizing attack from her opponents. good thing she got it back. Beiwen. There was this squash-like serve. Was it yesterday? I think it was a quarterfinal. Yeah, well played. So that's the plan from ZHANG Beiwen, to put some pressure on OKUHARA, either playing really good drop shots or net shots on the front court so she can't lift it long enough, or pushing to the back court. The same outcome, that she plays too short and it gives ZHANG Beiwen a chance to kill it.
Well, from 5-1 down, she's gone 3 points in a row. And make that 4. Can't afford to make those kind of errors in the situation she finds herself in this match.
Good interception. That's how you keep it inside on the side of the court where you play with the drift. Interception takes away some of the power of the shot. Squash serve again. It looks really odd, the flat serve from OKUHARA. Marin tried something similar just when the new, or the experimental service rule was introduced, and that didn't really work well, so she left it again. That's short. That's a fantastic clear from ZHANG Beiwen. She needs to play it much more flat, almost like something in between a smash and a clear, because otherwise OKUHARA, she will get under it and play a forehand shot.
Well, the net was a friend there. Handed apology, but inwardly she'll be pretty pleased. She's on terms now in the second game. That's going to work as well. So last point before the interval.
It's been a good second game so far. Challenge.
Yeah, I think I would challenge this too if I was OKUHARA. It's mighty close, I think, whichever way it's going to end up. See what Hawkeye says here. Yeah, I feel that might be the case. But just the 1 point in it at the interval, with Zhang a lot more competitive obviously in this game than she was in the opening game.
It's progressed like she wanted it to. Zhang Beiwen, perhaps she would have liked the bigger leads. Of course she would. Give you a little inside information on the tattoo on the left shoulder of Zhang Beiwen that's made in Denmark, in the northern part of Jutland, where she plays for a club there.
You're a font of information.
Yeah, exactly.
Missed that by a fair bit, OKUHARA.
That was a change of pace there. And I mean, right now where it's almost all square here in the second game, OKUHARA might as well go for it in straight games. Of course, if it goes to 3, she could hope to have a lead coming into the mid-game interval, but definitely not assured. And, so it depends how much energy there's left in the tank with OKUHARA. Good clear again.
Well, real statement of intent there.
That's well played. That's a good rally by Zhang Beiwen. She's really chasing OKUHARA around in all the corners. Interception.
Well, I love the way she's smiling about it, ZHANG. Another great rally between the two, and that was, just trying to take evasive action. She knew where that was going. Well, everything going for the American at the moment. Looking massive odds on now. We are going to go into a deciding game. Subtle touch from OKUHARA.
Been playing some really good cross shots from her forehand, ZHANG Beiwen. They're a little bit dangerous because of the drift in the arena, but she has coped with it absolutely magnificent. Played with a really good margin, and they've scored the points for her. Pressure on that backhand side, and then with the threat of going cross to OKUHARA's forehand side, that has so far done the trick here in the second game. She's had a couple of times in this tournament where she let leads slip away. In the match against Cha Yan from China. Games she won 22-20 and 23-21. The second and the third game, she had big leads and eventually had to go to extra points.
So 4 game points to level the match for Beiwen ZHANG, who lost the first game, remember, 21-10. That's going to do it, 21-17. It took a little longer than the 12 minutes where she was dispatched in the first game, but it doesn't matter. We're going to have a third game decider to decide this women's singles title. And remember, they're going to play before the interval, and then they'll change ends. So we'll see what transpires in a couple of minutes.
飛ぶだけでちょっと早めに開幕に出てちょっと飛ぶだからちょっと早めに見てちょっと攻撃の時にこうラスト1セットはラスト1セットラスト1セット命入れて
ミスあげないと。
ラウンドのボールはちょっとクロスが早めに一発でできれば。
So if you were Okuhara, Steen, you'd be looking for a significant lead when they go for the interval here.
Yes, but it will be more difficult, much more difficult now, because I mean, in the first game, ZHANG Beiwen wasn't really trying. She's going to be trying here. She's going to attack much more from this far side of the court. So that's well played. And she seems to have both the power and the speed, ZHANG Beiwen. So perhaps at the moment a little advantage with her. Looking at the umpire, hoping for a call for ZHANG Beiwen taking the shuttle before it crossed the net.
No joy on that. That'll work though. Plays the drift perfectly.
It stunts in the middle of the side tram line. It's this battle for the initiative, for the control. It's so fascinating. So, I mean, why didn't ZHANG Beiwen play like that in the first game? Because it's too energy consuming. It might be too energy consuming.
Well played. That's a fabulous shot. Can't create more of an angle than that. Played it from wide on the left-hand side of the court to the far backhand side of Beiwen ZHANG. So from 2-love down to 3-2 up.
Well played. She can also go on the attack. She can't create the same kind of angles, but she can follow up really, really fast. Ooh, push that one. Good shot. It's a fantastic rally.
She was winning it out, but it didn't go out.
Best rally of the match, in my opinion.
crowd seem pretty split here. They're just appreciating the quality of the match now as much as anything else, without really being partisan one way or the other.
Magnificent placement.
That's a good leave. Very easy to play that. Sometimes hard when it's not shot like that, just dipping over the net to gauge it's going to fall wide of the sideline, but she got it spot on.
Oh, that's a great shot. Yeah, plays the drift again. But that cross recovery shot from her forehand, Nozomi OKUHARA, that was fantastic. And it's brilliant to play it because you get help from the drift, where you normally will have trouble getting enough length on it. And you can do it on this near side of the court. If Zhang Beiwen were to try the exact same thing, there's a big chance that she would play too short.
That was a wild one though.
There's a one-leg jump on the left leg there. Zhang Beiwen, that was amazing. Reception.
Couldn't replace that any better. She might even take a lead into the interval. Head in hands, because she knew that she got that all wrong. She's still going to have the advantage. And then she'll have the preference in terms of end after the interval. 11-10, the American in front now. So here then the conclusion of the women's singles final.
It's easy to think that there's a big advantage to ZHANG Beiwen now that she has the better part of the court, but OKUHARA will be even more focused now as well, and her plan will be even sharper because she doesn't have to think about an eventual third game. She knows that this is it.
And it's been pretty quick too. We're just 3/4 of an hour in here, and we're past the halfway point of this decider.
I think we're going to see OKUHARA trying to play below the tape now, and if ZHANG Beiwen plays the net, she will push her like this to the backcourt. That's too much.
I would challenge that, because my instinct was that might have clipped the line. Let's have a look. Either way, it's close. It's a very quick challenge, and this is huge. 14-11. Close but no cigar. So good lead. Difference between 14-11 and 13-12. Now OKUHARA in charge with a 3-point lead.
She's not been able to attack at all while she's been on this near side of the court. ZHANG Beiwen hasn't been able to get enough control of the rallies to set herself up with an attack. There it is. Oh, that's a great touch. Fantastic rally.
It was a great angle, a brilliant get, and what about that? She's going to challenge it, OKUHARA.
Middle of the line, but it was a long rally.
Spot on.
I'm impressed how she's played these 3 tournaments: Japan, China, and now this Korea Open, because she's been tired from the beginning, in my opinion. But her game is beginning to sit really well. Of course, when you're in the final, you always get a little bit extra energy. reception.
What touch there.
You've got to come up, you've got to produce shots like this to get the initiative. Fantastic.
Well, she's certainly got the momentum now, albeit that she's a point behind still, but a couple of minutes ago she might have been fearing the worst, and now it's OKUHARA who'll be the more concerned. And that was a terrific shot though.
Smash was really well placed, but got deflected badly by the top of the tape. That's the thing that can decide matches.
Out. And all of a sudden, the forces with the Japanese turn so quickly. Here are 6 match or championship points for OKUHARA. Just come on strong right at the end here. Well, the crowd don't want this to end. She's going to have to win 5 straight points to extend this.
It's in these situations where I feel a coach might have been helpful. The interval for ZHANG Beiwen, or even shouting in on court to her, whilst OKUHARA has taken her 2 streaks of 5 points each. It's too many points to lose in a row without taking a break.
Well, talk about doing it the hard way. Really long rally to finish it. But OKUHARA, who won the first game easily, back came ZHANG. But that little moment towards the end of that 3rd game, series of points won by the Japanese. And she's come through for her 2nd title of the year, her 14th overall. She wins 21-10, 7-20, 17-21, 21-16 in 52 minutes on court.
私たちの本戦の今頑張っている3期でシーズン8軍、真心でいます。